Do you like my mug? I'm a big mug collector. I love a good mug. This one's really cool. It's like one of those botanical like situations. So it's got like the flower on that side and then it's got the fruit on the other side. I thought it was so cool. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. So if you have not been here before, my name is Caitlin. I am a fashion YouTuber, I guess. I don't know. That's what this has turned into. So that's what we're going with. So I wanted to do a makeover video. I've seen a lot of people doing like Lolita fashion makeover videos, and I thought, you know what? I have been in the fashion for a year. I feel like I'm okay to do this now. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning, you definitely don't want to put like a makeover thing on YouTube because like you're gonna be missing all kinds of stuff in the beginning and everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, where are her wrist cuffs? And so yeah, that's why I didn't want to do that. But I recently saw on like my memories on Facebook that I had purchased my very first Lolita dress and received it and wore it once and then went to Sweet. My first dress was like a very country style. I tried to like keep it toned down, but like that just did not, as you can see, I don't really do tone down very well. So yeah, I've just gone all out, balls to the wall frilly. Yeah, that's how I like it. So anyway, today we're doing a makeover because I think I'm pretty decent at it by now. Because I've been doing it, I've been wearing Lolita for a year, but I also wear Lolita like 3 to 5 days a week, depending on the weather. If it's too hot, I can't wear any of like the petticoat stuff, and I feel like it just looks wrong without the petticoat, so I don't even do it. I do like kind of pastel goth fashion otherwise. But yeah, we're doing the thing. So first we're gonna put up all this hair. I'm not sure if I'm going to wear a wig because it's still pretty warm out today. So we will figure that out whenever I decide on a dress, which I should probably do now since I'm about to do my makeup. And I like to color coordinate my makeup with my outfit. So I'm trying to think of what dresses I have that would go pretty well with my hair. I think I'm just gonna have to, like, for the sake of posterity and this being like a YouTube video, so I want it to be like pretty good, I feel like I'm just gonna wear a wig, and that way I can decide on more dresses. I'll have more options. So this time let's do Toy Fantasy in pink. That is one of Angelic Pretty's like super cute, ultra kawaii, ultra sweet, sugary sweet, according to some dresses. So it's all pink, and we're gonna do, for this, just to make it easy on me, maybe I'll do all pink. I might, no, I've done purple and pink. I haven't done mint and pink for a while, I don't think. So, but either way, I'm going to be doing a pink eyeshadow with that because pink. And plus, like, honestly, pink is like my go-to shadow color. I am a basic bitch like that, so forgive me. So, as usual, I have forgotten to wet my Whoozy What's It. So this is just like a moisturizer that supposedly makes your skin look like tighter, I guess. So, we'll see about that. I am 28 years old, and Lord, I'm already getting like bags under my eyes, like I can see them. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, we're fine. So, as I was saying, when I got my first dress like a year ago, And I kind of wanted to talk about like how I found Lolita and blah blah blah, you know, all that stuff. So when I was like way younger, I was kind of like a mall rat and like a little emo baby, and all of my friends were like gamers, and the older I got, the more I got away from that, but it wasn't because I didn't care about it. It was just because I went a different direction with the whole heroin addiction thing, so that'll get in the way. But anyway, when I was into all that stuff, I really got into like the Lolita silhouette. Like, I just loved it. But at the time, and I feel like this is the experience of a lot of people who are into like kawaii fashion and stuff like that, at the time we didn't even know that that kind of stuff was like accessible in the West. The internet did not exist the way that it does now, and we definitely did not have like lace market and stuff like that, as a lot of other people will tell you. So, you know, I just never pursued it when I was younger, you know, for like financial reasons as well. That was pretty much where my experience with like kawaii fashion and Lolita fashion really like started and ended for a long time. Like I said, I was like addicted to heroin, and that will take over your entire life. I always loved alternative fashions, but I never had the funds, and I never thought that, like, I don't know, I guess that I never thought that those sorts of things could be accessible to me, and that I would like be able to afford something like that for a long time. So after I get sober, finally, after like a bajillion years, and like a million tries, I opened my own business and started selling vintage stuff online. And whenever I did that, I struggled a long time financially, but I just like kept at it and watched my numbers continue to like go up, and see how much I was selling and like how good I was at it and stuff like that, and like how much of a passion I had for learning about it. I just like kept going with it, and I'm glad that I did, because I had already established my business when COVID started, so I basically did not have to worry about money or like my employer like closing down or something like that. Like, I just kept working. But so COVID started, and I'm just like spending most of my time at home, hanging out, doing work, watching YouTube videos. And then one day I come across, I think it was Lore's YouTube videos I came across first. I'm sorry for the bird. He's right behind you. I can't do much about it. So I saw Lore's videos, and I was like, what the fuck is that? A Westerner dressed like that? How did she do that? And then I saw like a lot of other Lolita YouTubers that were like American, and I was like, oh my god, they can get it. And on a lot of their videos, they talked about that they had like bought it on this website or that website or like whatever. And so I started looking at the clothes, and I was like, oh my goodness, these are amazing. Because they are, like, Lolita fashion is just like, oh, it's so good. So the ones that like I was instantly really attracted to, that I really loved, were the more OTT styles. But like I said, I really tried to do like a more toned down version. for a little while and just did not, I failed miserably at trying to tone myself down. I really did. So anyway, as she like packs on peak eyeshadow, like it's a lot over here. There's a lot going on. Anyway, so I bought my first dress from Devil Inspired, and then I bought another one that was from Innocent World on like eBay for like 50 bucks, and then another one, and then, you know, another one. And of course you need shoes and wrist cuffs to match every dress, and like lots and lots of hair accessories, etc., and so on. So I have amassed a pretty impressive collection, if I do say so myself, and I do. So yeah, that was how I discovered Lolita fashion. And then I was hearing all this stuff about the Lolita community, and I was like, what is this? Because I love a good community. I need some girlfriends. I love women. Oh my god, I love women. Being like, so much. Women are amazing. I don't know why I went off like that. I do know why I went off like that. I am bisexual and I love women in that way, but I also love women in like a friendship, like I value their friendship kind of way. So I look it up and I'm like, Atlanta Lolita. And I just look up Atlanta Lolita and it popped right up. But I don't know, I think that like my request didn't go through for a little bit or something. Anyway, so I had to like look around some more in order to like really get a hold of somebody, and I messaged someone that I suspected, like they just seemed like somebody that would live in Atlanta, and I don't remember who it was anymore. I should go back and look on my Instagram messages, but I found them on Instagram under like the Atlanta Lolita hashtag or something. So I messaged them and I was like, hey, can you get me in contact with the people with the Atlanta Lolita community? And they're like, here's all these people. And so I just messaged them, and now some of them are like my very best friends, and I love them, and I talk to them every day. And like, yeah, like the community is just amazing. Like the women in the like kawaii universe are just top-notch, very good people, like 99.99% of the time. And you can quote me on that. I've actually done research. JK, no I haven't, but like, yeah, like 9 times out of 10, the people in a Lolita community are just gonna be amazing. We have a lot of the same interests. Me and one of my best friends, we instantly bonded over thrifting, which is, as we know, what I do for a living. And so we got together for like some thrifting as well as Lolita meets several times. And this weekend we're going to an art show, which I'm very excited about. There is this artist named Art Attack that is from Atlanta who is going to be there, and I have one of her shirts and I'm going to wear it so that she can be like, oh my god, you actually wear my shirt, I feel so special. Or at least like I hope that it makes her feel special, you know, because her stuff is really cool. As far as like any cons with the Lolita community, like they're very minimal. As y'all can see from my last video, I know that there are some people that like do not have good experiences in the Lolita community, but I just feel like you're really hard to like if you don't get along with most of the people in that community, to be perfectly honest. Because Lolita and kawaii people in general are like very tolerant, and you know, they're willing to talk things out, and they're very reasonable, good people that, you know, are not like racist or homophobic or anything like that. Because like 2/3 of us are gay, so gayish. But by that same token, like, there are some times where you'll see situations where it's like, oh, what is that called? Woke scolding? I feel like that's what it's called. Is like when somebody is like being performatively woke and also being an asshole to somebody at the same time, and like just being a contrarian and like correcting, like being ultra corrective of people, and just, you know, those people. So that will happen. I just try not to respond to that kind of stuff. And if I feel like somebody is like trying to bait me into that kind of conversation, I will not, we're not doing it. We're not going. I also have heard, obviously I wouldn't know, I have heard and like seen screenshots of people just being like really, really terrible. I just like cringe on, like, involuntarily and like fucked up my eyeshadow. Anyway, so just like DMing people being super mean, like on the internet. So, and they'll come after people who are like not skinny or like not white or not light skinned, or, you know, whatever reason they can come at you for. You know, those people have all kinds of shit going on. Anyway, so yeah, I've heard of that happening, and I would be absolutely happy to shut that shit down if it ever happened in front of me. Or like if there were any sort of bullying situation, because like, as we've been over before, I am a Capricorn and I am a pretentious asshole, and I refuse to allow people to be treated poorly. So, and I can't stand wrongness existing in the world, and that includes bullying. Like, if I see somebody is wrong, I'm going to tell them, and that's, you know, that'll get you in trouble every once in a while, but whatever. So yeah, you know, there are those people, as they say, on both sides, who just take shit way too far and are like hyper critical and like just hyper focused on how they want people to be, instead of accepting people at the place that they are and like gently persuading them. They're just not very nice. You know, those people, they exist. They are real. Now, I know that you guys may not be able to hear this, but we're going to go on a little tangent real quick. Y'all may not be able to hear this, but a certain someone is not home this weekend, and so the house is remarkably quiet, because he's just always on the phone, and it drives me nuts, and it just feels really weird to like not have to. That's why I decided to make a video today. I was like, shit, he's not home. I don't have to ask him to be quiet or like to hide or whatever. You know, he has to, I don't ask him to hide. I ask him to be quiet, which basically means go on the other side of the house, because he's not going to be quiet, because he's just, his voice carries. He's got one of those macho deep voices that I love so much. Love a man with a deep voice. So, as you guys probably know, my favorite Lolita brand is Angelic Pretty. I will not apologize for being a basic bitch. There's a reason that their brand is popular, and it's because they're amazing. So, there you go. That's how I feel about that. I get everything secondhand. Or not everything. I get all my dresses secondhand. And then my accessories I get in lots and lots of places. I get shoes from AliExpress and Amazon, and I've got them from Devil Inspired. And yeah, I do buy from the Devil Inspired. Don't at me. I don't know why I do, because I know it would be faster and easier and cheaper if I just learned about Taobao, but I just have not. So, at me or don't. I need more coffee. as far as like cons go, like negatives about the kawaii community, that's really all I can think of, is like some people are just really, really not nice people. But in general, the people in the kawaii community tend to be people who have like a different, just like different ideas than some people that you would consider, I guess, like normal. And like normal in the bad way, you know, like the Karen kind of normal. We're like the polar opposite of that is kawaii people. So it's very rare that you experience any sort of like Karen type behavior in kawaii people, at least as far as I've seen. And like I said earlier, like 3/4 of us are queer, so like, yeah, not a lot to be nervous about as far as that's concerned. And like, I honestly wasn't worried because I had seen a lot of different YouTubers and they were all just so different. Like, you have, you know, Laura's like a white girl from Canada, and then you've got like, I follow a bunch of like black lolitas. I follow a bunch of my friends that are like local. So yeah, I just there's just so much diversity that I just didn't expect that people would be too rigid in like certain ways, you know, like rigid in a way that would make me uncomfortable. So we're like the exact opposite of that too. So yeah, it really felt like I had like found my people whenever I found my Lolita community. And I've really tried to like make that other people's experience too. Like, I go out of my way to be really, really nice to new people, and I've made a lot of friends like that, which is great. And I mean, I try to be nice to everyone, but I try to be like extra friendly to the new people. Like, hey, do you need a ride to meets? Like, how are you doing? You know, like, because you know, they probably don't have a lot of friends. People who appreciate people like us are not always the easiest to find. So I just really enjoy like taking that sort of, I guess like taking control of that. Like I just want people to be like happy and comfortable and feel welcome and like feel like they belong, you know, and like that we feel like they belong and that they fit in with us, and stuff like that. Assuming that they do actually fit in with us. I won't reach out to somebody that I feel like is not going to be like somebody that I want to spend a lot of time around. Like, it's not necessarily that I don't like certain people, it's just that like maybe they're really quiet, or like maybe they're just super awkward, and like that's not a bad thing, it's just because they're nervous, but like that's not how you make friends. So yeah, I try to be like really inclusive and open at our meets. The cool thing about our meets too is that like you can walk up to anyone at that table and you will be instant besties. Like, the power of kawaii fashion, oh my god. I need to do my eyeliner before I forget. I have that like magnetic eyeshadow, or not eyeshadow, eyeliner for the magnetic lashes, but it takes forever and you have to do 2 coats. So yeah, it takes a long time to dry, and you don't want to put them on when your stuff is wet, because then they'll just like, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so kawaii people are just amazing, wonderful, amazing humans. And it is, you know, it's super fun to go to a Lolita meet and just be like, oh my god, like, look at your dress. And then they're like, oh my god, look at your dress. And it's like so genuine, and like you really do love their dresses. You really do love each other's coordinates, and that's so cool. And yeah, it's amazing. I could not be happier in Atlanta with my girls. And I'm super grateful for that, because I know that there are so many people. One of the girls who just moved here, she moved from like Ohio, and so yeah, they didn't have any she didn't have any other Lolita friends there, suffice it to say. Now I feel like the key part of my Lolita makeup is the blush. I really take a lot of inspiration from Lore in that area. She just has like huge pink cheeks up here, and I just love it. I think it is so cute. So that's what we're doing. I wish I could, like, I don't have, okay, so my hands shake. I don't have the ability, I don't think, to do like those cute little white clouds, you know, and like the really strong blush. Sometimes people do it in blue, and then they use like, I guess, white eyeliner and make clouds. I really need to learn to do that. I feel like it would be so pretty. Actually, I know it is pretty. So at our meets, like, not only do you have like each other's dresses to talk about, but more often than not, you will just have so many other things in common with those people. Like I said, one of my best friends right now is one of the first people I met, and she and I are just like thrifting maniacs. And then one of her friends, who is now my friend, is also a thrifting maniac. So we just thrift maniacally together, and it's fun. And they sometimes help me find stuff for my shop, which is really cool. Or like we find stuff for each other. So yeah, my friends are freaking great, in case you didn't catch that the first 27 times I said it. I just really love my friends. And I'm so glad that we have gotten this vaccine. I think we're like 7 months in, and there are still people who are like, there's no like proof that it's good for you or that it works, when in reality, like, it has been working for the past 7 months and there are no zombies. So like, get your shit together, bro. Those are the type of people that just will never admit defeat and will never admit that they were wrong. Those are the types of people that are not getting the vaccine. Ooh, we are red. You gotta go like full sunburn, because for the pictures you want it to show. I'm not the one who made up full sunburn. Full transparency. I think I heard that from some girl on Instagram. I guess another con would be that you have to like spend quite a bit of money, and you have to collect quite a few pieces before you really have like a full coordinate. Because you've got like, first you've got the dress, the blouse, bloomers, petticoat, and that's just like this part of your body. You've also got like leg wear, shoes, wrist wear, jewelry, hair stuff, wigs, like headdresses, overskirts, shit like that. Like, there's so many pieces that go into Lolita, so it does take a while to like really build up a very diverse closet. And I understand why people think that it's kind of like, I guess, problematic that some of it's so expensive, and that it's like prohibitively expensive, but like that's not really true anymore, because you can go on, like I said, Taobao. You've got secondhand sellers. That's all I buy mine from, is secondhand sellers. Mostly on Lace Market. I've gotten a few from Closet Child. I haven't gone any farther than that. I tried to go on Yahoo Auctions, but the person who was selling the dress that I wanted didn't accept proxy bids. So you have to use a proxy company to bid for you. Otherwise you can't, like, I don't know, like, it's like they have to like be physically in the country in order to like bid for you, and there's some way that the person like knows that it's a proxy service and they like decline to use a, anywho, yeah, that's that was my experience with that one. I've also, I mean, yeah, I've bought from eBay. I have bought from I think that's pretty much it. Like, these are the only people that, or places that I've gotten dresses from before. My, the best deal that I ever actually got was, the Milky Planet skirt. I have the 2013 Milky Planet skirt that was sold on Lace Market by a non-Lolita, who, like, was not, apparently, like, they had no feet in the Lolita sphere, because they should have known better than to price this shit like she did. So she priced it for like $80 starting bid, and I got to like $92, and yeah, the auction timed out at $92. And like, Milky Planet, if you know about Lolita, you know about Milky Planet, and you know that that dress is like $1,000 to like $700 on a good day, stained. Especially the 2013 version. Oh my god. So yeah, I just thank the Lolita gods. I thank them. I think that the reason that nobody else bid on it was that she didn't have any pictures of the stains, which really was not a deterrent to me. I just didn't, I mean, I wanted Milky Planet for $100, so like, fuck it, you know what I mean? It's just the skirt, it's not like the JSK or anything like that, but still, it's 2013's Milky Planet, come on. Okay, so we've got our super crazy, super bright blush. Come on, brighter, brighter. Okay, so, yeah. That's what's going on here. I got this new lipstick. I feel like such an asshole when I say stuff like, I got this new lipstick and I just love it. But I just wanted to try it with today's situation. One is, it's two lipsticks. It was like a set that I bought off Poshmark. And I want to wear like the redder one. Let's see what we think. Oh, feels good. I love the way that a good lipstick feels, like just that like super smooth, like, oh, amazing, amazing. And it feels so good. Oh, beautiful. I love it. Okay, so that's Charlotte Tilbury and Showgirl. And it is just beautiful. I've been looking for like a more pinky red, and I feel like this is exactly what I needed. So I guess next I'm going to be getting my hair ready for this situation. Okay, so next we are going to French braid my hair real quick, just so that we can pop a wig over it. I love wigs. I love wigs. I love that they just give me a lot more options, and I don't have to like change my regular hair to fit my coordinates, and I don't have to stick with like you know, a natural color that goes well with everything, because I can have whatever hair color I want and I can just throw a wig over it, and that's great because I love to have weird colored hair. I did one of the girls in my comms hair recently, like last weekend, and it was so fun, and she is like super cool, and her parents are very sweet. I think she's pretty young from what I remember, but also, like, if you're living with your parents right now, like, there is absolutely no shame in that, because our economy is just like a whole crock of shit right now. Rent is ridiculous. Like, if it were not for the fact that my boyfriend helps a lot with like financial stuff, and like his pay covers that, if it were not for that, I would definitely not have the collection that I have for Lolita. So lots of thanks to him. But yeah, there's, like I said, like, there's no shame in still living with your parents. I think I lived with my parents till I was like 24. Again, because, you know, drug addiction will really set you back a few years, both financially and emotionally, and like career-wise, and just everything just kind of goes to shit. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do them. So as I was saying, I did her hair, and if you don't know, I've also been to cosmetology school for like 1.5 cosmetology schools, because I had to start over because there was like a long break in between. It's a long story. Anyway, so we had to, she has like super long hair. Like, her hair is so fucking long. It was like 2 feet long, or like down to the middle of her back. And she just has like, she has it all long, and then she has like these little bangs in the front. So we had to bleach all that and then color it, and we colored it hot pink because that is her chosen color, and it looks just amazing. I was so proud of myself. I was like, oh my god, you did so good, girl. And she is very happy with it. So yeah, I was like really proud of that. And like, that's, you know, yet another positive of like having a community, is like you can find people who are willing to do things like that for you. Like an 8-hour job I did for free, like just for pizza. And because I like doing hair and it's fun for me, and I like hanging out with people, and you know, she and I talk pretty often. I wouldn't say we're not like great friends yet, but we definitely like associate with each other and like get along and talk to each other. So, and I just love like changing my hair color, you know, like I don't know, I just love being bright and colorful. And that was one thing that I like absolutely hated about cosmetology school, was like it was all black, and I was just, oh, I hated it. I was like, can we like wear like black and white polka dots, or maybe some stripes or anything? And they were like, nope, flat black. I was like, no. Oh, devastating. And we're just gonna leave my hair like this so I don't look absolutely ridiculous while we're choosing the rest of this coordinate. And I'm going to show you how I do that. I just got, well, I didn't just get, I've had this ring light for a little bit, but I think this is gonna be the first time that I'm using it like for a YouTube video. I usually use it just for like my pictures on Poshmark and stuff. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so here is our dress. Toy Fantasy in pink, and I just really love these shoes with it, and I decided to go with yellow socks. So we can either have this one with bunny ears on the back, or the exact same one in pink. I think I'm going to do yellow, or not yellow, the white and pink one, because I feel like it would just outshine the yellow on the socks if I did all pink instead of threw some white in. Like the white would bring in that part of the socks, you know? So we're gonna do that. Now I have the head bow for this one, so I'm going to wear that. And then in here I have necklaces that are like super gross because look at all that blue that's like on there because I suck. But it's like, it's still really pretty and I love it. I actually think I might wear it with this because like from far away it doesn't look nearly as gross. So there's chokers, and then I have like a bunch of shaker necklaces and like wig caps and some tickets, don't look at those, and like a few brokens in here. I think I'm gonna wear this because he's got pink and yellow and mint in him. And then we've got earrings. Oh, what earrings? Ooh, giant hearts. You have to wear like really big earrings whenever you have a wig on because, you know, otherwise you can't see it. Bam, bam, bam. There's our pile so far. Okay, so now we are in the hair clips section. I think I'm gonna pull some yellow ones, some pink ones, and then try to find yellow and pink. Yellow and pink, yellow and pink, pink. I don't have a lot of yellow rings. More pink. I ain't got no yellow rings, girl. Slacking. Lame. Okay, well, there's that. I just really love this one too. Like, should I? I feel like it's more like blue and purple than yellow and pink. And this guy, because he's got yellow, blue, and pink. Okay. Oh, and I need wrist cuffs. So under here, we have wrist cuffs. And today, let's use, these are like cream and pink. I think those would be good. Where's the other one? Cream and pink. Yeah. Bloop. Okay, so we've got this stuff on. It's now time to wig. And I don't know, for some reason I thought that you guys needed to watch me put on my accessories in this video. So I'm only making you watch me do the hair accessories though, because I feel like people kind of struggle with that for some reason. I feel like people, like, you have to understand hair in kind of like a logical, mathematical kind of way in order to be able to place things in a way that are like visually pleasing and stuff like that. So there is definitely like a science to it. So more about Lolita fashion. If you were not aware, there are some people in the universe who like to think that we're like weird fetish people. And we're not. I mean, we might have some fetishes, but it doesn't have anything to do with Lolita or wearing frilly dresses. And yeah, you might run into that. And like, oh my god, these people are just the worst because they like swear they know something. They swear they know all about like your subculture. I'm like, you stupid. I don't really try that hard to like worry about this wig situation because it has bangs. So I don't really have to worry about that. And you best believe I do not. I'm gonna leave it untightened. Those little hooks on the back give me headaches. So, Lord, it is so hot in a wig and a petticoat. Like, so hot, but you know, we do what we must for the aesthetic. Yeah. Okay. Earrings. There, like I said, there's like a ton of accessories that you want to wear with like any sort of Lolita fashion is like by nature kind of OTT. OTT suite is like
now this is interesting because
the over the toppest. But like any sort of Lolita is going to require like a bunch of accessories, and I mean, it doesn't necessarily like require a bunch of accessories, but like, I don't know, that is just sort of like the Lolita way for the most part, is like way over accessorized and just like okay, let's do this one. I like to do like big to small, so do all my larger clips and stuff first. Yeah. Yep. Oh, he's upside down, dang it. I got these on Amazon. Isn't he cute? I love him. And it was like a 3-pack. So I have 2 meets kind of this weekend. I'm going to like an art show with, what did I just do? With, there it is. Okay. Going to an art show this weekend with my friends, and I'm also going to be going to a meet at one of our local parks, and it is being put on by this one of my friends that's like so good at like knowing where all the pretty stuff is. She just knows where all the photo op type places are. I get most of my clips like super cheap. I just refuse to pay a whole lot of money for hair clips. I know that like AP makes them and all that stuff, but I really don't want to spend like $100 for a plastic necklace unless it like goes with one of my dresses that I feel like is really hard to coordinate. Other than that, you know, like any standard sparkly hair clips will do, you know? So here's our hair situation. Bam, bam, bam. And yeah, I think we're done. So I'm going to take you guys outside and show you what we've accomplished today. All right, so this is the whole outfit. I love it, obviously, because I made it, kind of. And this is the bag. This is a Betsy Johnson bag that I got from Poshmark, and just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So yeah, thank you guys for coming to see this, whatever this is, and cut to slow-mo. Bye.